What is happening, people, and welcome to the whiteboard, which means you're probably going to need something to take notes if you remember anything from the past, because today we're going to be discussing how to convert a 4-day program down to a 3-day program in 5 really easy to follow simple steps. Now, while you guys are getting something to go take your notes with, please realize that I've already converted 3 of my programs, a 3-day power builder, a 3-day 4 horseman, and a 3-day minimalist, and I've made them available on my site for those of you who want the convenience of me setting this up for you already, or you just want to spend $25 on a program to help support the site, because that's the #1 thing that makes all these videos possible. So to every single one of you who has ever in the history of my being here on YouTube, who has purchased a program from me, I just want to say thank you, because that is how all of this happens, and I'm just overwhelmed and grateful and just so thankful each and every single one of you. Now, hopefully everyone is back with whatever you're going to take your notes with, which means we can get started on how to do this. So, step #1 is going to be put what is most taxing and what is most important to you first in the week. I know for some people, your squat might be your most taxing exercise on your body, but for most folks, it's going to be the deadlift when it comes to CNS and everything. It just seems to suck the most life out of you. So that means if you come down here, while I am explaining all these steps here, I'm also going to be showing you guys an example week, just the basic idea of how I personally changed those 4-day programs down to 3-day that are available on my site. So put what is most taxing first in the week, and for me, that is deadlift. So on Monday, that means I'm going to have my deadlifts. Step #2, I'm going to split my upper body and lower body day, because hopefully if humanity is still what I think humanity is, that means you're probably going to be focused on your lower body twice a week, which means that you're only going to have your upper body once a week. Maybe that's not the case because you can't squat or something like that, but I think for most people watching this, you want to get the most bang for your buck, and if that's the case, then I am putting deads first. I'm putting my upper body on Wednesday because I'm splitting the upper body and lower body. My upper body work is going to show up on Wednesday, and then my squats are going to show up on Friday because they're a little less taxing to me than my deadlifts. Now, takes us to step #3, which means that you need to combine whichever days that is going to fall here on your Wednesday. Reasonably, if you only do 1 lower body day a week and you want to work your upper body on a bench day and your overhead press on a different day, I'm not judging you, right? That's just, if you do want to do that, then your upper body would be falling on a Monday and Wednesday, on Friday, and Wednesday would be your lower body day for those of you who are doing it that way. But again, the way that I set up the programs and how I think most people are going to be doing this, you're looking at lower body Monday and Friday with the combined longer day on Wednesday, because in order to combine this, we're going to take the strength portion of the overhead press day, and we're going to take the strength session from the bench day, and we're going to do both of those, and then we're going to throw in some sort of assistance. Now, the problem here is that if you do the bench second to your overhead press, then your bench is going to suffer, right? Because you're going to go into your bench strength work with already fried out triceps and delts. And then conversely, if you are doing the bench press first, then your overhead press second is going to suffer. So for that reason, we move to step #4, which is on your odd weeks, you're going to do the overhead press first. So weeks 1 and 3 in the month, you got your overhead press first, then you're going to do your bench, then you got your assistance. On the even weeks of the month, on 2 and 4, you are going to do your bench press first, so that they both suffer the same sort of way throughout the month, and nothing gets like extra care all of the time. Which just brings us right down to this bottom part, which is what is the assistance going to be on this combined day? So you're just going to take your assistance and make it match what went first for that week. So weeks 1 and 3, you're doing your overhead press first. That means your assistance is going to be overhead press heavy. If you're doing your bench press first, it means that your assistance work for that day is going to be bench press heavy. Now, for the programs that I have already combined and worked down into the 3-day program, what I actually did was did whichever one is first, the strength session of the overhead press, the strength session of the bench press, and then the assistance section of the overhead press, and then an optional assistance section for the bench press, that if you have the time and you have the energy, then I would recommend doing that. So you get a little more pressing in your week, because yes, your Wednesday is going to be a longer day than your Monday and Friday, and this day is going to end up being a pretty taxing day because of the amount of volume and the amount of just work that you're going to need to do on it. But it is an easy way for people who are super busy to take a 4-day program and shrink it down into a 3-day. So again, the example week, which is the exact way that the programs are converted on my site, is Monday is going to be your deadlift day. Tuesday, you're gonna be off or doing some sort of active recovery. Wednesday, you're gonna have that combined workout for your upper body where you're either doing your overhead press first on weeks 1 and 3, or you're gonna do your bench press first on weeks 2 and 4, and your assistance for those days is going to match whichever exercise came first, right? That means your assistance on weeks 1 and 3 is gonna be overhead press, your assistance on weeks 2 and 4 is gonna be bench press. Staying with me, right? All right, then we get to Thursday, which is another off day. Friday, which is normal squat day with squat assistance and everything that comes with that. And then Saturday, I would do some sort of off day or maybe some active recovery, especially if it's something along the lines of like sandbag work or something that is also functional and really can help all of this. Every other part of your strength game is gonna go up with something like sandbags. So definitely something there on Saturday, or just take it completely off. And then Sunday you do one off, because again, remember, Monday we're coming back to deadlifts, which is the most taxing exercise. That's why we put it first in your week, because we want the most recovery going into that day so that it just doesn't destroy us for the whole week and just mess everything up. So there you guys go. That is a really easy, simple way to convert any of my 4-day programs down to 3-day programs. And again, if you guys already want this done for you and the convenience of me setting it up, then I do have 3 of my programs, the Power Builder, the 4 Horsemen, as well as the Minimalist, all available on my site at neverstate.com/merch. If you guys are interested, or if you guys just want to support the channel and pick up a $25 program, because again, that's how I get to do my job. So to every single one of you who is watching this, who likes the videos, who subscribes, who shares, does those types of things, I'm trying to get back into communicating a little bit more in the comment section, because I do appreciate you guys. I've always read them. I just, I didn't always come back because it's hard and it takes a lot of time. So, but I am trying to get more into that. So hopefully if you guys do leave a comment down below, I will be responding to it. And I do appreciate every single one of you who still has the attention and gave me this time to this point. So thank you very much. I will catch up with you later in the week. Until I do go out something amazing in your lives, keep working hard, people. Be nice to each other. This is one take. That was one take, people. One take.